What's up everybody, the Blue Fang here, and today I'm going to be starting a new what if, which will be on what I think would happen if Naruto had received Nagato's Rinnegan when they met. So this what if wouldn't take place at the start of Naruto, but in the pain arc. So if you want a part 2, make sure this video gets to 210 likes for the next part. Now before I get into the what if, subscribe if you're new, hit the like button, and turn on bell notification. So with no further ado, let's get into the video. So the way this what if is going to work is that obviously this starts at the time around after Nagato has revived everyone in Konoha. Naruto has used his talk no jutsu on him, making him explain his beliefs on peace to Nagato, which like in the original, Nagato understands him and helps Naruto. But this time after the part Nagato revived the people of the village, he tells Naruto that if he truly wants to create peace in the shinobi world, he would need his Rinnegan to do so. And knowing Naruto wouldn't become as violent as he was with the Rinnegan, Nagato really wants Naruto to accept his Rinnegan. So as Nagato dies from the use of the art of Rin Rebirth, he falls next to Naruto, slowly dying. Naruto looks down at Nagato, respecting what he had done to help the village, and he crouches down to take the Rinnegan from Nagato. Konan watches on, not doing anything to Naruto, since she respects Nagato's wishes of Naruto taking the Rinnegan. But to her surprise, Naruto only had taken one of the Rinnegan instead of the both of them. The reason for this was because Naruto had decided to leave a Rinnegan for Nagato, since it was originally his, who he tried to use it to create peace. But this time Naruto would use the other Rinnegan to make peace in his own way. So sometime after that, Konan takes Nagato's corpse and Yahiko's corpse away, with her leaving Naruto to return back to everyone else. On Naruto's way back, he runs into a revived Kakashi who meets him on the path. Naruto still hasn't put in the Rinnegan, but he has it with him. So when he sees Kakashi, he shows him his new special dojutsu eye that is known by a handful of people. Kakashi is confused about what the eye is, but he remembers that the pains that he was fighting both had the same eyes that Naruto is currently holding at the moment. Naruto tells him what it is and also tells him that Nagato had given it to him for the hope that the shinobi world would be at peace. Kakashi nods his head and prepares to implant it into Naruto's eye. The reason that Kakashi would know how to implant or even know a medical jutsu is because probably when he was in the Anbu, he learned these kinds of jutsus that would help him on his Anbu missions, and I'm sure he would still remember how to do it. So it takes some time for the Rinnegan to get implanted into Naruto, but it eventually does, making Naruto have the dojutsu that was rumored to be the Sage of the Six Paths one. We cut to once Naruto has returned to everyone else, and like in the original, everyone cheers him on and calls him the hero of Konoha. While they celebrate his win, some people get a glimpse of the purplish eye Naruto has now. They wonder about what it is, but forget about it quickly. Sakura also sees the eye, but decides to question Naruto on it later, when the celebration has stopped, since it's Naruto's time right now. The rest of the Konoha 11 all respect his win as well, but they also see the mysterious eye that he has in one eye socket, and are confused on why Naruto has this. We cut way later as everything has been calmed down and the village is getting back together. Tsunade is still out of commission, but the thing is, Naruto could change that by using his new abilities. So after hearing that the Raikage hasn't woken up for a while, Naruto is brought to Tsunade and has an idea to fix her. It would be risky since he doesn't know the true secret to the ability, but after seeing it in action while fighting pain, and also hearing the information from the toads, he knows it could heal people. So the ability that Naruto is going to perform on Tsunade is the Naraka Path's King of Hell. In Naruto's fight with pain, it healed the pains whenever they got wounded. Since Naruto remembers this, he plans to help Tsunade out and bring the Raikage back in control of the village. Once he gets to the place Tsunade is at, he tells everyone to get out of the way and make room for what he is about to do. Slowly, Naruto focuses on his chakra and Rinnegan, getting ready to use his new jutsu. He then places his hand near Tsunade and summons the King of Hell. It rises up quickly, taking place in front of Naruto. The people in the room at the moment are terrified at what just had appeared, especially Shizune, who questions Naruto about what he's going to do to Tsunade. All Naruto says is that he's going to heal the Hokage, and all the things he's doing right now is fine, nothing dangerous. After hearing that, Shizune gets back and watches on once again. Eventually he heals Tsunade, surprising everyone that Naruto's new power is really strong. Kakashi had already explained to most people about Naruto's Rinnegan, but he doesn't know what it really is. All he knows is that Naruto had been given his new dojutsu by Nagato and is now going to create peace with it. No one else knows that it is an ability once used by the Sage of the Sixth Paths except Jiraiya, who was already dead at this point. We cut days later after the return of Tsunade. There had been news of the Kage summit happening since of the things Sasuke has been doing out of the village, which was trying to capture Killer Bee for the Akatsuki. Like in the original, the Raikage had called for all the Kages to meet in the Land of Iron to talk about this new threat being the Akatsuki. Since Tsunade is all better now from Naruto healing her, she is able to go to the Kage summit instead of Danzo. Also, Danzo would be interested in the news of Naruto having a special purple eye, which was talked in the village that it was helpful for saving Tsunade. But some of them also fear Naruto a bit again, since the eye Naruto now has is the Eye of Pain. So because Danzo is power hungry and wants useful abilities, he follows Naruto trying to get more information on his new dojutsu. But the thing is, Naruto is secretly going to the Land of Iron as well, so he could tell the Raikage not to kill Sasuke. Because like in the original, before this, Naruto had run into the Cloud Ninjas who talked about the Raikage wanting to hunt down Sasuke and kill him for taking Killer Bee. So Danzo still follows Naruto with some of his root army members to the Land of Iron. We cut to when Naruto, Kakashi, and Yamato are on the path to the Kage summit. Eventually they run into the Raikage and his group, which gives Naruto a chance to talk him out of hunting Sasuke. A is surprised to hear Naruto trying to defend a criminal and laughs at him. But Naruto continues begging for A to call off the hunt whilst trying to convince him to find another way. But the Raikage calls him weak and that he should get out of his way. Kakashi, thinking Naruto can't convince the Raikage, tells him that they should leave now, but Naruto stops him, saying that he wants to ask the Raikage something else. Kakashi lets him and waits for what Naruto is going to do. Naruto then looks straight into the Raikage's eyes, with the Rinnegan glowing strangely. Raikage, you called me weak, right? Well, I want to have a deal with you, and you better think about this. The Raikage is interested, so he nods his head. Naruto then continues. If I'm able to beat you in a fight, you have to forget about Sasuke and leave him to me, so I can get him personally. If you win, you can continue to hunt for Sasuke. A chuckles at this and accepts Naruto's deal, since to him it would be easy to beat the Leaf Ninja. Kakashi and Yamato try to talk Naruto out of this, saying that this is going too far trying to fight a Kage. But Naruto needs to do this for himself and he gets ready to fight. The Raikage also gets ready while laughing because of what Naruto is trying to get himself into. He's also sure he won't be late to the Kage summit because he's really confident that he could win the fight quickly. But first, Naruto focuses on his natural energy, trying to get his Sage Mode in. And with the Rinnegan, it is much easier and a quicker process to get the natural energy than taking a while with no Rinnegan. So as Naruto gets into his Sage Mode form, he tells the Raikage that he's ready to go up against him. And after that, the Raikage runs at Naruto, but not at his top speed. As he dashes at his opponent, Naruto focuses on his Rinnegan and uses the Shinra Tensei move used by Pain on the Raikage. A gets sent back into a tree but isn't really hurt from the impact. The Raikage is shocked at this, as he hasn't even heard of any shinobi that could use a move like that. Kakashi and Yamato are also surprised at this, but Kakashi knows that Naruto is already able to use another one of the Rinnegan's abilities. Naruto then creates a giant Rasengan and rushes at the Raikage. As he gets closer, he throws the Rasengan straight at him. But once the Rasengan is thrown, the Raikage had already easily dodged it using his insane speed. Naruto is not surprised by this. Even though he used his speed in Sage Mode, he still wasn't able to be fast enough to damage the Raikage. But as he thinks about this, the Raikage speeds up at him and goes for a head-on attack. But Naruto slightly senses this attack and places his hand in front of him, trying to shield himself, while hoping this new move would save him. Naruto plans to use the Praetor Path ability that absorbs chakra to block the power of the Raikage's attack, but as the attack comes in, it completely hits Naruto hard, throwing him into the ground. Everyone is shocked at this because it looked like Naruto had a plan, but it didn't work. Naruto wasn't able to fully control his Rinnegan's power to the extent of saving him. Both Kakashi and Yamato go over to Naruto to check if he's okay. The Raikage is pretty shocked as well, since he thought Naruto would have been able to either dodge or block that attack. But at least he won the fight against Naruto and says goodbye to the Leaf Ninjas while making his way towards the Kage summit. Naruto is left on the ground with his right arm damaged from the Raikage's attack, It isn't too damaged though because he was still in Sage mode, but it's really hurt and he won't be able to use it for some days. For Naruto, he has just not been defeated physically but also mentally, as he thought he would be able to save Sasuke by beating the Raikage with his new abilities. And to him, it looks like the Raikage just wasn't the only one who was confident in their abilities. Naruto would still need training to fully master his Rinnegan that was given to him. But for now, he wasn't able to make peace with the Raikage. He wasn't able to create peace by using the one ability that was gifted to him to create peace with. From a distance, Danzo watches Naruto's loss, but he's interested in how Naruto was able to throw the Raikage away from him without touching him. Danzo knows that this is an ability that Naruto used with his new eye, and Danzo would still need to see more of it so he could see if he would truly need it for his own plans. And that's where I'm gonna end it off for today. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and if you did, make sure to get this video to 210 likes for the next part. I kind of like the idea of more than others because we're starting from the middle of Naruto rather than the start, which would be way better to get ideas down to continue on with the story. So like always, subscribe if you're new, hit that like button and turn on bell notification. It's been the Blue Fang, peace.